New South Wales champion, 21-year-old, former Formula V champion, so he's got a good grounding, but he's got a bit of work to do.
Now watch this run down to the first corner. It's such a long way from this start line down to the first corner. The slightest mistake on the grid, that'll cost you spots.
12 laps in race 1 of Formula Ford, a great way to kick off things at Hidden Valley. Percat to the right, Mitchell Evans, the young New Zealander, to the left of screen on the front row of the grid. 1600 cc's of Ford's finest, and Mitchell Evans has got the jump, and he's going to sneak across, and he's got the run. Chaz Mostert, a great start for the second row.
Chaz Mostert, he got a great start down in Tassie as well, so he's good at getting off the line, but he's going to found himself on the outside into turn 1, which is not a great place.
He's going to stick with it, but it's the long, long way around. There's not much grip, and Richie Stanaway, the young Kiwi, right in behind.
Look at that, they're jostling position all over the place.
A hungry pack of Formula Fords flying across into the valley, and already Mitch Evans is just starting to sneak away. This is what it's all about in Formula Ford. It's close, no fenders, no wings, no slick tyres, and young blokes going backwards and forwards.
Absolutely, and where it's really critical here, Sonic are obviously a very good team, so they'll have those tyre pressures set at a really good level because tyres are so important. You hear that down change. The action from behind, the tyres are so important here. You've got a high pressure to get a good run at the start or really look after the tyre. They only last about 2 or 3 laps at peak performance and they just drop off from there. But Mitch Evans has got a great jump here, but see if Percat can duck into the toe.
And that's the big factor here. 1.1 kilometres long is this straight on a track that's 2.8, and you can see that slipstream is really playing an effect, and Percat slips on through down the inside.
Using all the road on the exit. It's such a great little car to drive these. They move around all over the place, and it's all about having that car just sliding at the right point, the right time. Get on the power. Oh, out the inside.
Richie Stanaway wheeling it in there. He's another young Kiwi who's come across to play in the Australian Championship. He's driving for the Adelaide-based Team BRM, and he's the only man, as you mentioned, to knock off Nick Percat for a race win this year. These two Sonic cars, the French-built Legal chassis, Stanaway's behind the wheel of another of those cars, and then we've got the Australian-built Spectrums. That is John Mills, the 49-year-old MD of National Surgical in Brisbane, and he bumps up the average age in Formula 4 just a little bit.
Just a lot, exactly. So you can see here, this is where you tuck into the toe. You let that clean air in front of you do all the work. Oh, you can see that car slide right through the middle of the corner. But Nick Percat obviously out in front now. He's got past Mitch Evans, and we've got those 3 mile girls really going for it. And you can see these are the guys that we've seen at the front of every race this year. And
Percat's just broken the lap record, 1:13.16. And if you wonder what it looks like in a Formula Ford, check out this.
That steering column doing all the work there. Example of the heel toe, you get that ball of the foot on the brake pedal, use the heel to get the revs up for the down change. It's just poetry in motion, these guys. They're really talented at this sort of stuff.
Not sure if Matt White is going to do some practice dancing with the stars by dancing on the pedals with that one. Not a bad workout though in car. There's Ryan Simpson, 6th in the race. Just in behind Joey Foster, the Englishman, and Mitchell Evans going for the lead again. But Nick Percat will hang on. At turn 1 here, you can hang on because you've got the inside for that fast flip-flop chicane, and Stanaway right rear in the grass.
So he's really pushing hard, Stanaway, to catch these 2 guys.
And this next corner, under brakes up the inside. That's a great opportunity if you're right on the gearbox.
It is. You can see that, oh, Mitch Evans using, oh, they're all using all the road. Out in the dirt and dust, they're pushing hard now. This is the point where the tyres are starting to really get a little bit squirmish, only after a couple of laps.
Chaz Mostert just losing touch with those three front-running Megals. Evans has broken the lap record again last time around, only to the tune of 0.03 of a second faster than race leader Nick Percat. But it's been a really classic year of Formula Ford. Percat's obviously been the class of the field, but the mix of the guys second through to 6th or 7th, it's changed at every round so far this year.
It's a very strong field this year. I mean, we've seen Formula Ford with 40-odd cars in it, but when you've got quality guys at the front, fighting hard all year, good drivers, young drivers, this is where the real talent gets to be shown. You see Mitch Evans really close up on that toe down the front straight. They're both still lapping in very competitive lap times, so these guys are pushing right to the envelope.
This is Ryan Simpson in 6th spot.
Ryan, a Formula V graduate, he's obviously come up through Formula Vs and now doing very well in Formula Ford.
There's that heel and toe that you mentioned, just matching the engine revs with the road speed of the car.
This is where the guys go from go-karts, they come into Formula Ford, and this is the stuff you've got to learn. Obviously in go-karts you've got the two pedals, your left foot brake, but you get into the single-seaters, you've now got gearboxes, shocks, and you can see the way they've got to work the brake pedal and the clutch pedal and the accelerator all at the same time. But this is a great way of learning in these categories. I love the way the steering knuckle there is just doing all the work. You can see how he's balancing the car under brakes, the car turning, sliding around. It's just a real art driving these Formula Fords.
He's 6th in the race, he's 6th in the championship chase, which reaches its halfway point of the year this weekend. It's round 4 of 8. Nick Percat leads the way. It's 3/10 back to Mitchell Evans. We're watching Ryan Simpson on track, in car. We've got it all covered in Formula 4 today. Percat, though, hasn't been able to shake off this young New Zealander who has really turned it on this year, and he's never been to Hidden Valley before.
No, I mean, it's a fantastic effort. He's only a young guy as well. He's actually a second-generation racer. His father owns the New Zealand fastest car, the land speed record in New Zealand. So he comes from, obviously, a great pedigree, and he's a very talented guy. He did a lot of work in go-karts and is really mixing it, as is Stanaway, in Australian Formula Ford.
And Richie Stanaway is, in fact, the reigning New Zealand Formula Ford champion. They run their Formula Ford series over summer, so it's the 08-09 championship. And then he comes across to Australia and has really, really mixed it up. He's just keeping in touch with the two Sonic Motor Racing cars, and they're not afraid to just kick up a little bit of dirt on the run through those last couple of corners. We're at half-race distance, and Nick Percat has got the lead. There's some history waiting if he can win this race. There's a long way to go in Darwin.